afternoon, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Today on the SEC ESPN Network, we present Day 2 of the LSU Softball Invitational, featuring the 5th-ranked LSU Tigers out of the SEC, hosting Southern Mississippi's Golden Eagles from the Sun Belt Conference. Come on inside Tiger Park. This is Yvette Girard, a 5-time colleger with you, though.
Yeah.
The 2-2 pitch. Came back inside, a twister down to Hodge, comes up throwing, and Avery Hodge has a very strong arm from the left side of the infield. Nichols defeated Penn State in a close game that preceded this one.
It's a good victory for Nichols.
It is. There's the first strikeout.
And it's because she can put the ball right on their knees. Knee level.
Swing and a miss. That was 68 miles an hour. Huebner strikes out a couple of batters. A 22-game hitting streak dating back to last year. And she gets on base again. And Yvette, I know I am being repetitive. The 2-2 pitch. Coffey may be off with this pitch. She is running. Ground ball to the second baseman. Safe at second. She bobbled it. Still tried to make the backhanded flip over to the shortstop for the force, but caught.
Hit the ball probably the hardest on this team. Just seems like it explodes off the bat.
The 3-2 pitch just
close,
barely misses.
close,
That's
close,
extremely close. Everybody on the infield.
Look at this expression.
The 2-1 pitch to Tori Edwards. Swung on, popped up down the right field line. That's caught on a nice play by the first baseman.
Signature dance at home.
And the 1-1 pitch. Popped up.
2 good pitches by Lee.
And squeezed in the base path by the second baseman, Maddie Weeks. So 2 pop-ups with the bases low.
Into this tournament, Southern Miss's fielding percentage is .926.
That's hit sharply, but taken by the second baseman. And she'll go to the shortstop for the force out. LSU loads the bases with nobody out, but gets most.
Starting off with the Bruins. Did she go? No.
So Valdivia draws a base on balls from Huebner to get this and put on the LSU defense by putting the ball in play somehow. That can play into a better chance of success.
Good bunt there.
Very good. Coffey is on it and whips it over to the second baseman for the out. The 1-2. Punched out into shallow right field. That's down. Rudity scoops it.
Will she?
Rudity's throw is perfect to the plate. Runners at first and third, though. The 2-0 pitch. Wrapped into deep right field. This ball is carrying. It is gone. A 3-run home run for Casey Bennett. An opposite field blow, and that ball just kept carrying out of the reach of Rudity over the wall for a 3-run home run. That is the first of the year for Bennett, a 179 hitter.
And that ball was elevated. We haven't seen a changeup from Huebner yet, and she's going to have to develop that pitch or anything down. But that ball just kind of carried. We can see the wind is blowing out in that direction. Southern Miss jumped
a little bit here.
Yeah.
A walk, a sacrifice bunt, a bloop single, and an opposite field 3-run home run by Casey Bennett. And the 3-2 pitch to Ginder.
A little high.
Is a little bit high.
And that's what I'm talking about, the adjustments by Southern Miss.
The make it happen pitch. Swing and a miss. She may have chased ball 3.
Oh, not may. Had to make up. Ouch.
And that hits her.
And that ball never had a chance.
The 0-2.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's the best pitch of the inning right there.
5 strikeouts for Huebner. And Jana Lee was on the ropes in the first inning. Here's Leno, what a wonderful campaign she's having. The fleet of foot left fielder Jaden Leno strokes one into right field and
got a lot of power. And that's a good changeup.
The runner is on the move, and Leno makes it easily.
And Franklin wants to major in psychology. Yeah, the Tigers tried a furious comeback, but they were a run short.
Franklin is called out on a buzzer over the. With one out, LSU trails by 3. Hodge pulls this one under the glove of the first baseman on into right field. The throw to the plate cut off. Pegged to second base. Not in time. Hodge gambled and won. And LSU is on the board.
I think that's LSU's MO this year. They are going to run. And you've got first-time first base coach over there, Taylor Pleasance, not hesitating. That ball is a shot. Arsenal she has. Oh my goodness.
This ball is high, it is deep, it is not coming back. You can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Danica Coffey continues to be almost beyond belief in this series. A smash high and deep, yanking it down the right field wall. And the young lady who can do everything with a bat in her hand hits a long home run.
Where did that ball end up? Where did it end up? I think that might be the longest right field home run we've seen in this park. Let's see, where is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's the longest one I've seen.
Nobody out beyond that right field wall expected to be chasing a home run.
You know, you got to figure she's good for like 4 or 5 more wins.
Let's see if this finds the grass. A nice catch by Christian in right field.
And she not only went
3 runs, 2 hits for Southern Mississippi. Bergeron rips one on a line to center field. And coasting out there toward it is Natalie Taylor for the out.
Base hit.
That one slapped right through under the glove of Hodge. The outfield is straight away and medium depth. That looked like an off-speed pitch of some sort. That ball was in the high 50s and one of the few changeups we've seen from Heavener, and it was an effective one. Bergeron comes out of her crouch and runs about a third of the way down the third baseline to make that catch in foul territory. Outs and Weeks at first base. The pitch popped up. Shortstop Hodge is calling for it. She drifts to her right, back on the grass, and makes the play. So a leadoff base hit out to the first baseman in her first at bat. A changeup is popped up behind the plate and squeezed in the on-deck circle. Good play by Casey Bennett.
That could have been interference.
Yeah, it's up.
Generates a lot of power for.
She lobs this one out on a hop.
Good play.
Good play indeed by second baseman Maddie Weeks.
Southern Miss has come to.
The 1-1 pitch. Changeup ripped into left into center field for a base hit. That's the way you time the changeup. Maddox McKee recognized it, stayed back, and then unleashed.
He's doing a great job.
Here's Jaden Leno, who had a base hit last time and
or
scored.
Heck, maybe it's Pleasance that's picking it up.
Leno scored on the base hit by Hodge.
Whoever it is, good job. A big opportunity hit right here.
That's gloved at third. The turn to get squared for the throw to first, and Fox gets it over to the first baseman for the out. So LSU leaves a pair. We go to the fourth. This time she pulls it into Coffey's glove.
Hey, 2 good swings. The beginning of the 4th inning here. Sun Belt Conference.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, the make it happen pitch. Heavener went upstairs. The 2-2. That bears in and hits Moak, and that's a 2-out mistake by Heavener. And the inning continues.
So we've seen, what, 1 changeup so far?
Yeah, and it was for a strikeout. No, not on the interstate.
Not like Livonia, huh? That has 2.
Well, I wouldn't hustle through there. Let's put it like that. The 3-0 pitch to the pinch hitter. That's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded.
And none of those pitches were pitched
for previous appearances. Here's Maddie Weeks.
Oh,
that hits her.
That
and
hurt.
Southern Mississippi has taken the lead.
Ouch, that hurt.
All of this has occurred, Yvette, with 2 outs and nobody on base. A hit batter, a walk, and another hit batter. A very weird combination right here. That got her on the elbow, and you're right. That absolutely hurts.
Right on the bone, forearm.
Reached. After 2 were out.
Most trouble the freshman has run into so far. Hit her again. That curveball is just getting away from her.
2 runs have scored here without a base hit.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. Want to throw strikes in this situation, obviously.
Heavener hit a pair of batters with the bases loaded. This ball is lofted out toward left field, and Leno is there, and the inning is finally over. 3-0 to Hodge. There's a 4-pitch walk, and that's exactly what LSU needed. Get a base runner to answer what was a track meet. And Coffey is played as a pull hitter. And she'll frequently go to left field with line drives, and she is aboard again. I'll tell you what.
And here comes Natalie Poole. Like I said,
Coffey. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Good changeup.
Chopped up the middle, grabbed by the second baseman.
Play?
Throw to first, not in time for the double play. Maddie Weeks was able to handle that bouncer, get to the bag, and throw with the same motion, but could not get Lassiter at first base.
I tell you, that was a goofy play here. It's a changeup. She tips it up. How about being in the right place at the right time?
Almost
a home run. Then we see emotion.
The 1-0 pitch.
Oh,
ripped
wow.
into the right field corner. That's down for a base hit. 1 Tiger scores. Bajaron winds up at second base with an RBI double. Hodge strolls in from third. Lassiter stopped at third. And Mashin Macy comes through with an opposite field double.
Beautiful swing. Just a beautiful swing, going with the pitch. Letting it travel a little further. Her front foot's in a good take by her.
Indeed it was. 3-0. Let's see if they turn her loose. They will not. That pitch is unhittable, and the bases are loaded.
And the pitchers are just having...
The outfield is very deep. This is dropped into left field. A base hit. The tying run comes across. Here comes the go-ahead run. Now she will reverse and get back to third.
And
Mackenzie Rudity delivers her first base hit of the day, and she wasted no time a bit.
Well, in great location. You just got finished saying that the outfield was deep. So that ball just dropped in there for a base hit.
Rudity goes the other way.
Just does a great job of going with the pitch. That's a base hit all the way. I said it's because she, I was trying to imply.
The 2-2. Chop to the right side.
It'll score a run.
There's only one play. It's at first base, and Jones crosses the plate to give LSU its first lead of this game. And Maddox McKee delivers with a chopper to the right nose. Been just as good in clutch situations.
Absolutely. Ever since she made that over-the-shoulder game-saving catch against, there we go, against Southeastern, she's been a fixture.
She hits it right back to the circle. Giardina turns it into an out. 3 in the second, 3 in the fourth for the Tigers. 3 in the second and 2 in the fourth. And that changeup just didn't ever have a chance.
That's her best pitch, but she's having trouble finding her location right now.
Let me count all these things. They have reached base. We'll check that later. This is popped up behind the bag. And some miscommunication between Coffey and Hodge. That was an easy play for either one of them. Coffey.
You have to, just because you called it once doesn't mean that play ends. It keeps developing. It's a good bunt here.
And the putout made Edwards to McKee.
And here comes Southern Miss again. They just don't go away.
This is when you need a strikeout. Runners at second and third.
Infield drawn in, so hard hit ball could get through it.
The pitch.
Ooh, is it a strike?
Yes,
ma'am.
Right 3 called on the inside edge. From Tatum Clopton.
Will it be the change? Yes, I called it.
You did indeed call it. And she drops a beautiful off-speech in for a call, 3rd strike.
2 red shirts. A lot of players would have said forget it.
Daniel hits it sharply up the middle, glove by the second baseman. That
what
is
a
nicely
play.
done.
That's 2 plays.
Maddie Weeks flashing some at some point.
2-game schedule here tomorrow, so slapping the ball through the 5-6 hole.
Avery Hodge has singled twice and walked. She's had a good day at the bottom of the order.
Not the one that you would think would be driving in the runs.
This is hit pretty well, but high in the air down the left field line, and Moak is able to run it down. Will be the opponents.
Southern Miss has 7 pitchers listed on their roster.
Runner on the move. The peg is awry. It goes into center field, and getting up and scrambling all the way is Hodge. The 3-2 pitch coming. Changeup.
Saw it.
Poked into right. The Tigers add to their lead. A very patient at bat and
Absolutely.
Good recognition of the off-speed pitch and the little dump into right for the base hit.
Yep, she saw that, kept her hands back, went with the pitch. Too much hump in that pitch.
So that adds to LSU's lead. It's back to 2. He now has 13 as well.
And what game is this? 13th game?
LSU is 12-0.
Yep, 13th games.
3-0. That's a 4-pitch pass. So back-to-back walks after the RBI single by Lassiter.
So she protects Edwards.
That is a fair ball.
Oh my gosh, it hit the bag.
1 Tiger scores. A 2nd Tiger scores. Mackenzie Rudity on cue.
Oh.
On cue. Rudity rolls one off the bag at first. Winds up with a double. And LSU has its biggest lead of the game.
Now,
1 behind Bajeron.
Well, I keep saying she's having her best year yet as a senior.
Maddox McKee sends this one up the elevator shaft on the left side. Claire Gender, the shortstop, makes the play. But the Tigers add to their 4th, but she's back in on the re-entry roll. And rolls it down to Tori Edwards, who gobbles it up and steps on the bag for the out. You know, Yvette.
She gets it there. It's not too slow. It doesn't have a hump. Ooh, nice play.
Clopton turns the hard hit comebacker into an out.
And you know what I'm just realizing? You know, you don't want to throw your rise ball at 70 because you'd be throwing through the spin. Holy cow, 3 perfect pitches.
A call, 3rd strike. And for only the second time today, Tiger pitchers retire the Golden Eagles
on softball.
Jaden Leno, first pitch swinging, lifts it into the night. It comes down in the glove of the right fielder. There's a wrap to right. Well done by Sierra Daniel.
Brought in to replace. It's my 9th birthday. Go Tigers.
But the Tigers have scored 6 since.
Change up.
And a nice running catch by the third baseman. Here's a shot into center field. That's down.
Watch
it's going to
this.
roll to the warning track.
Watch
Coffee
her
around
run.
second. Coffee
Watch
coming
her
to
run.
third. Indeed, watch her run. She gallops all the way to third. A home run and a triple for Danica Coffey. She is swinging Excalibur right now. Nobody can get her out. Nobody.
Thought maybe for a second we'd have inside the park home run because center fielder kind of tripped a little bit.
An RBI triple for Coffey.
It's hard to beat those numbers.
There's a smash up the middle by Lassiter. Well struck. Coffey strolls home.
Tigers offense has awoken.
Took a while, but now the bats are cracking. A dozen hits for LSU and a 6-run lead.
Good at bat here. Of course, it doesn't take much to score Coffey.
That's grounded through the shortstop. No matter how you say it, Macy's hitting pretty well right now.
Exactly right. You can call her anything. Just call her. Press box.
Edwards has fouled out twice and walked twice.
That's
Sends
another
this
base
one
hit.
off the glove of the pitcher
And
into center
another run.
field. Another run for the Tigers.
Ooh,
And the throw to third, not in time.
Wide. If that throw would have been on the money, she was dead, but it wasn't.
First hit of the day for Tori Edwards, another RBI for LSU's RBI leader. And the Tigers are 1 run away from ending this game right now.
After struggling for a few innings, and see if that throw would have been on the money. But once again, you know, Bajaron scooting from first.
That's hit sharply to the shortstop. Ginder up
Just got her.
and throws it over to first base for the out. But the Tigers, for the 3rd consecutive inning, score 3 runs.
They gave you that
Kind of a mid-America small town
yeah,
feel.
big time. I walked into a hardware store that probably had been there for 100
Oh,
years.
How about that snag by Clopton?
How about that? It's like she caught it behind, but it was over 100 years old.
Oh, yeah. Everything from mason jars to you name it, right?
Yep, they had everything.
Taylor strikes out, 2 gone. LSU is 1 out away from a 7-run win.
Tigers did the same thing last night. Kind of started slow against Southern Miss and found the answer and an out away from a win.
That changeup might have gotten hung up in the hand a little bit. It From shortstop, the long throw from Avery Hodge ends the game as Ginder rolls out to her counterpart. And the LSU Tigers twice had to come from behind, but wind up winning comfortably 12-5 the final.
That's right. They found their groove. Clopton came in, did a great job in relief. Tiger bats started to heat up, and they come away with a good victory.
And some of those bats included Danica Coffey yet again, a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning.